I'm Dr. Burris here again, and this is Buying Beauty TV. I want to welcome you all back to my show. You're on, this is my house, and this is where we're going to make you and everyone else look as beautiful. We want to beautify the world. And Jane here is my beloved guest here.
Hello.
I know, she's adorable. Jane is going to be a famous actress.
Yes, trying.
Famous model, clothing designer.
Yes, something like that.
And she's from Hawaii.
I'm from
and
Hawaii.
I'm so happy that she's come here to talk today about something or other. Okay. So, anyway, there must be someone in Hollywood who's had all this plastic surgery who you like or don't like?
I think hasn't Jennifer Aniston had a couple surgeries? Did she have a couple nose surgeries?
Yeah, you know, they do, and if you watch them in these little movies, you can watch out little changes in their nose.
Yeah,
and it's kind of obvious on that. You know, almost everyone gets something done. I mean, it's only a question of whether you notice it or not. And yeah, her nose changed, and I think it kind of got a little longer too, because I think I know how it was done. It got there and a little narrower.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny when you talk about noses, because there are some changes where I think it really makes someone look better, and then there are changes where they just look different.
Like who?
So, well, let's say if someone's got a big bump on their nose, or their nose is crooked, or frankly, Nicole Kidman actually always strikes me like that. She originally had a nose, if you go back to these old movies, she had a bump and it was really sticking out far.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And yeah, it was kind of irregular. And then I'd watch it movie by movie get closer to her face and whatever. And the thing about noses is, you know, some people think their original nose gives them character or whatever, and it does to some extent, but also their nose can be distracting. So when the first thing you look at somebody is and you see their nose, you go, okay, you know, the nose walked in the room, or the nose came here, or whatever. And some people, that's like, it's okay, it's natural, whatever. But for some people, that's just kind of distracting.
Oh, my nose is okay. Is it distracting?
Oh, your nose is amazing. You have a great nose.
Thank you. I thought it was like slightly slanted or something according to you, right?
Yeah. You thought I was going to give you the nose discussion?
Yes.
I mean, I can find something with everyone's nose.
No, it's okay. I think I'm fine. Thank you.
I love my nose. Thank you.
You have a great nose.
Good? Oh, good. Thank you. It was done, of course. Thank you.
It was done? Was it really?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I can't even tell.
I'm a victim
That's how
of
good
my
he is.
own.
I can't even tell.
Yes, yeah. It was done years ago. And quite honestly, I didn't have, I mostly had a bump, and I didn't notice that much because it was coming out, my nose kind of stuck out from the side. And if you look in the mirror, you don't see a lot of the problems with your nose, because you're always seeing straight ahead. No matter how fast you turn your head, you know, the mirror just kind of keeps moving around with you. And so what you kind of need is two mirrors to see your nose from the side, because most people are seeing your nose from the side when they're talking to you.
Oh, you're
Very
right.
few people are staring at you like this, looking at your nose all the time. Most people are seeing you at some angle or whatever. And so, whereas you are used to seeing your nose 90 degrees to the front, the rest of the world doesn't see it that way at all. The other thing that always amazes me, how many cute, beautiful girls, I'll look at them and I'll look at their nose and I'll go, well, you know, your nose is crooked. And they'll go, oh my God, it's crooked. And then they go, wait a second. I hold up the mirror and I show them where it's crooked. And you know, how many hours and hours in their life did girls stare in their mirror and never notice that their nose was crooked until I, you know, brought it out. And that always reminded me of how much, you know, people think, oh, I had this cosmetic surgery, no one notices the difference. Well, if you didn't even know there was a problem or something to notice in your face before,
nobody else is gonna notice.
How can you expect someone else to notice, you know, the changes that I do make or I do fix most of the time? And so part of the whole education with this is the rest of the world does not notice the details of your face as much as you want them to or think they should or whatever.
Very true.